Juventus are being linked with two massive players, Alajbegovic from Bayer Leverkusen and André Luiz from the Corinthians. These two players are very good, and if they come to Juventus, they can make a massive change. Would you like these players to come to Juventus? Tell me in the end of this video. But before we begin, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Let's get to 110 subscribers, and let's begin with the video. So let's start with André Luiz. So André Luiz, the Juventus fans want him because he's still very young. He is still 20 years old. He's 20 years old. He plays with the Corinthians, and Juventus are probably, if they get him, the Corinthians want 20 million euros. 20 million euros for a 20-year-old player in the Brazilian league. And André is a very good player. André is a very good player. I saw the highlights of him, only the good, not the bad, but he is good. He is good in the one-for-ones, and he's a very good box-to-box midfielder. And I talked to a Corinthians fans, and do you remember in March when Milan was very close to getting him? André Luiz seems to drop his performance, so seems to drop his quality in the performance because Milan was on him. So he was saying to the Corinthian fans and the club Corinthian, basically saying, I want to go to Milan. And that didn't work out. And the Milan fans was a little bit annoyed. But he decreased the performance because he wanted to go to Milan. But now, Juventus are on him. Is he going to do the same? That means that if Milan were on him and he decreased the performance, he wanted to go to Milan. Now, he is playing. I think the Brazilian league already started, but does he below the performance? The performance does it get worse? We don't know. So that means that he wants to go to Milan. Does he want to come to Juventus now? And if he comes to Juventus, will he do the same thing that he did in the Corinthians? For example, if a Real Madrid, if a Manchester United, if a Barcelona, if bigger clubs than Juventus put a bid or something on André Luiz, will he decrease his performance to go to these teams? I don't know. That is what it is a risk to get André Luiz. That's what it is a risk to get André Luiz. But André Luiz is a very good player. When Juventus get him, this is why they get him, because he's an elite ball. So he gets the ball very quick. He is very good. He gets the perfect position on the tackle. He reads the passing lanes. He wins a high number of ground duels, and that is very important. And he progresses the pass very aggressively without committing fouls. So that makes him the youngest, or one of the best number 6 in modern football, because he's still 20 years old. He needs to improve. Its football IQ is 20 years old. Is very good. He plays very calm on the ball, and that is what Juventus need. Playing calm. Don't get the pressure, because in Brazil the Corinthians is a very high level team in Brazil, and in Corinthians there is the pressure. Even with Juventus, you will get the European pressure, because in Brazil you will get the Brazilian league pressure because of the fans, because of the ultras. So there will be pressure in Brazil. So he plays in calm, and that is very good for Juventus. So, for example, he knows when to hold the position, when to go there, and rarely gets out of shape. So he makes good, smart decisions under pressure and doesn't force his passes. So he is very calm. He is very calm, and that is why Serie A teams, for example Milan, for example Juventus, rate him, because the tactical discipline is a reason that Serie A teams value him so high, and the progressive passing. For example, Locatelli. We have a progressive passer like Locatelli. Now, if he comes in, André Luiz, we got another aggressive passer. So, if another team goes put 2-3 players so that Juventus couldn't progress the pass because he's the one. Locatelli is the one that progresses the ball from Juventus. Now we have two. And even if we get, for example, we have Kevin Thuram, Locatelli, André Luiz, and maybe even a Kessié. We have two players that can advance with the ball. We have two players that can progressive pass. So if we have André Luiz, we have a little bit of both. We have a little bit of both. He can progress the pass like a Locatelli. He can break opposition lines. He can break passes, and he can switch play accurately, which even Locatelli does well. And he can keep possession with a high pass completion rate, because if you do the progressive pass and the ball goes to the opponent, then you are not good. They are not good at progressive pass. You are not good as a progressive pass. And he is 1.83 meters tall. He is 6 foot tall and covers a lot of ground. And he is tall. He had good acceleration. He has strong balance, excellent stamina, and he's experienced to train and compete with top level competitors, professionals, call it as you want. And he's still 20 years old. So if a Real Madrid, if a Barcelona, if a Manchester United, if a big team wants to come for André Luiz, he's 20 years old. He can improve. The transfer market value can improve, can be bigger, so we can make profit on him. And with the Corinthians, he plays every single game, and he's very good. He's just a very, very good for Juventus. And if Carnevali and get these players, André Luiz, Alajbegovic, we'll talk about him in a second. These players are very young, are very good, can improve. Alajbegovic, you see him with Bosnia in the World Cup. He did a very, very good World Cup. So the ceiling is the sky for them. And they are very good. So let's go with Karim Alajbegovic. Alajbegovic plays with Bayer Leverkusen. Bayer Leverkusen wants 30 million for him, and we'll talk about that. He is still 18 years old, and in the World Cup he scored a goal. In 4 possible games he scored a goal with Bosnia. Now, Alajbegovic, he is very good. I saw the highlights, the good only. But he is very, very good in explosive dribbling, explosive accelerating, excellent 1v1 ability with the players. He's very, very good at 1v1s, and he is tall. And I saw even comments, even Barcola and Kvaratskhelia in one. Imagine if we get him and we get Barcola and Kvaratskhelia in one. That would be an amazing, amazing player. But he is worth 30 million euros, and in the left wing position, we have very good players, Yildiz and Boga. And now, Yildiz is injured, he will not be there in Standard League, probably. He will not be there. So, if we get Alajbegovic today, and he will be there in Standard League, and he will be there the next game, probably Yildiz will not be there in Standard League, will be there in the next game, so Alajbegovic could be there. Probably we're not going to sign him today, but Alajbegovic could be there. Alajbegovic could be the starter, or even be the first one when Yildiz is not there, and even be in front of Boga, because Alajbegovic is a very good player. And Boga now has to fight for his spot. But when Yildiz comes back, what will Juventus do? Will Alajbegovic be the second winger or the third winger? Versus there's Yildiz, Boga, and Alajbegovic as well. And if he goes to the right side, because he can use the both feet, we have Conceição and Zegrova. Now, Juventus is looking to sell Zegrova. So if a bid comes in, we're gonna sell Zegrova. And there is Conceição now. So if Alajbegovic does good performances, he can start with Juventus. He can start over Conceição. Now Conceição has to fight for the spot. So if we get Alajbegovic, we sell Zegrova for around 15 million. We sell Cup Miners, Atsic, Miretti. We already have the backup of Miretti. That is also which done a very well performances versus Brazil. and it is very good. We get the money and we get the players. And if we get these young players, Juventus will do well. Juventus will do well, and they need to sell the players because the talent coming up from the next gen is very good. Elemogale, Ausu, that guy from Manchester City, I forgot his name. But Licina, these are very good players. Puska, that went to Genoa now, but we are producing very good players from the next gen. We are producing very, very good players from the next gen. And I continue with Alajbegovic. Alajbegovic, it's tall. He is tall. He is tall and very athletic. He is very athletic. He's very agile. He's 1.86 meters tall. He's 1.86 meters tall. And he's very good at 1v1s, and he is strong. He is strong, and I noticed when watching him that he has very good long shots. He's very good long shots. So look out for that if he comes to Juventus. If he comes to Juventus and with Bayer Leverkusen, he done well. But now he's with Bosnia. Now he's going to the first season with Bayer Leverkusen. So I think we get these two players. We get 20 million for André Luiz, 30 million for Karim Alajbegovic. But first, we need to sell the players. If right now the market is blocked for us, the market is blocked, and we need to get players out. We need to get players out, and we need to get better players in because this season, this is the 7th consecutive season going into the 7th that we didn't have a big trophy. And this season, we need to win the Europa League. We need to go high in the Scudetto. And with these players, André Luiz, Karim Alajbegovic, and these young players from the next gen, they can do well. They can do well because they're young and they're creative. They're creative. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe. And if you like these players to come to Juventus, like and subscribe for more videos like this. So yeah guys, see you in the next video. Turn on notifications on. Peace.